Namibia, welcome to the Tribe on One Africa TV. My name is Shay the Goddess, and I keep you company every Friday, along with some of Namibia's biggest artists right here on this platform. Namibia, welcome to the Tribe on One Africa TV. The weather is sweet for spring things, right? But mostly because it comes with sweet memories, reminding us of the days we would be heading to the dam with our peeps or just hanging out together at our favorite water holes, listening to our favorite Namibian music, either loving or guaraing the artist. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's why we meet here on the Tribe every week, so we can touch base with the past, be in the present, and build for the future. My name is Shay Ulenga, and this week on the Tribe Exclusive, we are featuring Namibia's biggest hip-hop collaboration to date since the Corner remix by the 061 family. Deadly Ground is in the building. We are joined by the creative behind Deadly Ground and the forefather of Namibian hip-hop, Fidel Odell, to give us the lowdown. Plus, Karishma also stops by, and we catch up with Kalaharian, CJP. Yeah, babe, this is going to be a good one. But first, we must sweeten the deal with the hashtag Tribe Jive Challenge. Send us your videos of you jiving to any Namibian song. Tag us on social media at the Tribe Namibia, and you could feature here on the show weekly. Don't move. We'll be right back.
Man is a partner. Good times, good times.
Welcome back to the Tribe here on One Africa TV. This week's Tribe Exclusive, we are joined by Namibian hip-hop pioneer Fidel Odell and Karishma. Lady and gents, welcome.
Hi.
Karishma, I know I touch base with you every at least twice a year.
You know, we catch up.
Yeah, you do. But Fidel Odell.
It's good to see you, Shay.
The last time you and me were together was 2006.
On Gwadiva, right?
On Gwadiva.
Yeah.
On Gwadiva. And you didn't look anything like this.
Man.
Now you look like the Godfather.
Yeah, I am still the Godfather.
I'm going to start with you, Fidel. We're talking Deadly Grounds today, and everybody's been very excited about this collaboration. But I think a lot of people have wondered who's behind the project and what is this mission all about.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself, your music history, and why you thought of coming up with this initiative.
Man, getting into the music was something on its own at the time, and that was like the early 90s. You know, so that tells you how old I am right now. You know, so it was a journey on its own. I linked up with Shikalolo, you know, back in high school. We came out with Takamisa, and that song put money into our pockets at the time. You know, we were very young, irresponsible at the same time. So we had everything happening at the same time, and it was too fast. You know, you could get shows and shows after shows, but then you get the money and then you don't know what to do with it, and then you blow it up the next day. So that whole musical career for me, I looked at it differently, and I'm like, is this really where I want to be?
Yeah.
You know, but then I got more into management, where I said, no, I don't think my destiny is to be on stage and write music and record, but rather, you know, look at the human resource part of it, and then that's now when I stopped performing myself, and then I started managing artists. And then I looked at it more like I can't just deal with one individual artist. Let me rather work with a lot of people. And then I established what we call the O's production with Lady Mae, Bethold, and that was around about 2002, around about 2003 there, you know. So these were the young people that were coming out. And that's when I saw that, you know, if I don't do it, nobody else will, to dig out this talent. And then I think that's where sort of my musical career kind of started, you know, diversifying in different directions as well. And it was beautiful at the time. Things have changed though. Along the way, I got into full-time jobs where I have to go 8 to 5, you know, work, you know, put food on the table, because music to me, I looked at it more like, you know, it's at the time, it wasn't something that could really feed you. It wasn't something that you can feed your family out of it.
At the time, the
and then if
industry
your
itself,
voice goes, if your voice is gone, and then what's next? You know, so I got into the job market, you know, I started getting a little bit of an income and invested back into music again. Not really my music, but for the artists and the projects and the programs that I was running artistically, you know. And I think from there, even though I kept going to work, and you know, my heart was still into the industry.
Absolutely. How different was it? I mean, you've given us a little bit of insight in terms of even just financially, artists weren't sure enough what to do with the money. But how is it different now? When you look back 20, 15 years and you look at the situation you were in as artists and managers, and now, for instance, how Karishma them are flourishing and how they're thriving. Well, at least.
Well, a whole lot of things have changed. We were united at the time. You know, I remember when you came out as well, Cher, you were one of the best rapper, you know.
I wasn't playing. I was rapping on my mic every morning. I was like, welcome to the breakfast show. Probably was me.
You know, Cher was one of the hardest with the Cher as well, and then we had journalists as well, people that could literally look out for the artists and do an exclusive story on them. And then we had radio platforms, we had television platforms where it was not a hassle, or it was not an issue getting on radio, it was not an issue getting a newspaper covered, or your song being profiled on a specific radio station. It was a platform where we could literally say we had it all in the palm of our hands. At the time, it was not about pay for it to be on the radio, so it was not about pay to shoot a music video or pay. So as things start changing, and then we realized that as time goes, of course, technology comes and people need to make the money, and the generation as well do come by. But then I just think our days, we had it all, because I think it was a time that everybody was hungry as well.
And it was the beginning.
And we needed to get things in place, and we were united. I could say, you know, hey, I have a show coming up. Could you please come and host for my show? Could you please come and open for me? You know, so we could work with kwaito artists, you know, hip-hop artists, R&B, and then as time evolves, you know, we're here now 20 years later, you know, and then we have now the new keys on the block who came with a new different sound. The radio station are charging now for you to have an interview, which we cannot afford. Even the new kids cannot afford to be on the radio to do a 10 minutes interview, to profile your song, which is a challenge on its own. And people are no more united, you know. You have a project that you want to introduce to somebody, they'll say, no, this project looks like it's money, you know, but then, you know, you need to pay me before I get involved into your project. But then it's supposed to be, let's do this together, so that we can capitalize, all of us at the same time.
And push each other.
And push each other, you know, so there is that, like, unity is no longer existing, what we knew at the time, so it's very unfortunate, but it's things that I looked at differently, that I told myself that whatever used to happen back then can still happen now. You know, so
there's still ways to go about creating that unity.
Now of Deadly Ground.
Speaking about the past, Karishma, before you even started doing your hip hop and rapping and writing your mixtapes, you obviously did some research on Namibian music and the history of the hip hop in the land of the brain. Who were your favorites? Who did you look up to as a young girl before you started writing your music?
I must say, like, in the Namibian industry, my research wasn't like, okay, this year I'm doing research on Namibian artists or whatnot. There was nothing. For me, my whole entire childhood was like Namibian research. Like, all the artists, whatever song was popping there, when it's Killa B or it's Tequila or it's just whoever, you know, that had that song, that was like my growth in so many words. So I won't necessarily say a specific person. I just always pay homage to a song that I can remember from my childhood, you know, and every time I can, I try and name the person that probably really played a significant role at that time. Yeah,
we can tell from when we listen to your music. Like you really do give a lot of salutes.
Thank you.
Now, Deadly Grounds came up, and it's sort of like uniting the hip hop giants from the past, and then uniting them with the hip hop giants from now, and putting them together. And that's why it's so important that this project takes place, because you're really uniting artists. Not only did these hip hop MCs jump on the Deadly Ground beat, but they also shared what lies behind their passion when it comes to laying it down on the beat. So here's Exile from the Kalaharians, and Tesh, you would know him as Lavo on the Tribe.
Kwita oke kom, kwita ohe liriko Leali kaleko, li kaleleko Talivaluleliko, li munduleko Nakufunduke pepe, ndanditila Ndandende tukula siwa sikila Wapendula ongoshi, olali mondoishi Ndino mtondi umwende no kapakeishi Madengwa keke ijingini moapa kuishi Olilimo mbaepa mola hondo kakeshi Nikime kufi no kala umpofu Call 911, dengele nyokolifi Repa ngong klipi, uyu diteme kofi Dinoku denge iko flow fi yotalifi
Like a dream to me, but then it's like when I rap, I make sure that there's passion. You know, each word has to come with emotion, because most cats they just spit the way they are. But you know, once people start telling me, "Oh man, you're good," it's like yeah, okay, because you've been with yourself for so many years, so you don't really digest that. Yeah.
Get up to 40% off on selected products all week long at ShopRite. Save on assorted Lovey's Value Pack diapers, only $100 each. A pack of 100 original Glen tea bags, just $15. And 5 50-gram packets of Knorr soup for just $15. Only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust, always.
Welcome back to the Tribe Exclusive. We're kicking it with the most recent and arguably the biggest hip-hop collaboration in the land of the brave thus far, Deadly Ground. Volume 1, 2, and 3 is probably on its way?
Nah, the 3 is a she version.
It's a she version. Okay, wait. So Volume 1, who did that feature?
Well, there's Jericho on there. You know, we got Taj, DJ, Michael, Alonzo, we have Sonny Boy, we have JT, we have Cannibal, we have The Scientist, Chipolopolo.
Wow. Chipolopolo was mind your business, ne?
Yeah.
It was a very important message. Before you could drink your water. And then this Volume 2 had the...
Volume 2 has Dice, there's Reezy, Panda Reezy, there's Jean Michael on there, we have Exile, we have Bethold, Vambosien, there's Rain, there's CJP, and TC.
And TC.
So those are the ones that are on Volume 2, yeah.
Okay, and Volume 3 is the she version.
Yeah, we decided to put the ladies together as well. I mean, we couldn't leave the girls out or the ladies out.
That was one thing that stuck with me, because I was like, why didn't the ladies jump on with the guys so we can do this thing together? We didn't need a she version, we just needed a version.
Thank you.
Did you tell him? Did you mention?
No, I didn't.
You waiting for the answer? Tell us, Vidal.
Yeah, no, initially the girls were supposed to be mixed up with Volume 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But then it was a bit of a hassle with the females. I think they had engagements, you know. So when both volumes came out, you know, there was that outcry.
Yeah.
You know, where are the females of hip hop?
Yes.
So I had to get the same beat that the guys did on, and then, you know, get the females as well.
Yeah.
And I was looking out for you as well, so.
No, me, I'm here now. This is me now. Leave those things,
You know, so yeah, since in our days, and the female rappers were pretty much few.
Yeah, very. You had Snazzy.
We have Kenny the First Lady.
You had Kenny the First Lady. You even had Tashia, Zanele. That's about it.
So I needed to. So what I did, I collaborated. You know, back in the days, females, and then of course the new.
Yeah.
What do you guys call you? Kids on the block. Yeah.
I mean,
they are hip hop now. That's what they are.
Yeah. So we had MVK on there. You know, she's one of the E-list as well, and then we have Zanele came through.
Guy, the fact that you got Zanele.
I know, right?
That for me was, because I'm sure a lot of people have come back to her and said, "Yo, can you feature? Can you do this?" And she's just been like, "Nope."
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Fidel O'Dell to call me.
And we had Lisa Ellis as well on there. You know, she came through. You
made Lisa
really appreciate.
Yeah.
You know, and then Dark Vapor.
Yeah.
Then we have Ray Monet. These are some new female MCs that, you know, not really much out there.
There's
you know.
Carrie K.
And then of course Karishma.
Then we have Carrie K. We have Karishma. And then we have Darius. And of course, Ghetto Ballerina as well.
Yeah.
So we put together all the best MCs. I mean, we've reached out, of course, to Snazy. We have reached out to Lioness as well. You know, but these ladies are very busy.
Yeah. There's also Romy.
You know, we reach out to everybody. You know, so they gave their reasons why they couldn't be part of the project, but they said, no, we're still with you guys. You know, this is sisters and brothers kind of movement. So whenever shows are coming up, you know, let us know. So. It was beautiful. So when I listened to the Deadly Ground female version, I was blown away because
did it scare you?
The hip hop we knew back then.
It's not the same no
more. And I'm like, wow.
It's not the same.
These kids are killing it.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're gonna hammer the
rhymes and the punchlines. I was like, whoa.
The gents from the past need to step up now to catch up with them. Karishma, your woke has been crazy though. I mean, besides the Deadly Ground, being involved in that, you released woke a few months ago, a month or two.
A month ago.
Yeah, crazy. It's got this whole feel about it. Is it part of your projects that you're building up towards?
Yes, it's exactly
what's happening in there.
Yeah, that's exactly that. I feel like it's about time for an album.
Yeah.
Because I've been holding off on an album because I felt like the name needed more growth. But now I feel like it's received enough growth now.
Yeah.
So I can actually drop that. And that's just the vibe I want you to go into.
Yeah.
So it's basically the opener.
When you hear, like, you know, Fidel talking about the unity and now putting people together, and what are you excited about, looking forward to for hip hop? Like, do you see some people on the Deadly Ground that you'd like to collaborate with for the upcoming album?
I mean, come on, like, what? Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm also just happy to get their insight of how the industry works, because for me, that's what I'm always checking out, like, to see, because I know these people have been there for a long time, and just small details, even when we're performing, that I didn't know. For me to see how they handle it, it boosts your confidence, especially to hear it from the best, you know. So it's really great for me.
And you must hear there's a she version and then there's the he version. Do you think you could have kicked butt on the he version as well?
I mean, with Deadly Ground, we are a group of people that are going to go work on a compilation of things. So the she version, I think, was just to set aside who's on the project. But now we're going to, if I want to do a song with any of the other female rappers, I feel like I want a legend, you know.
You can collaborate.
You can actually collaborate. It's very more easier for me now, like that.
All right. Well, we can't wait. We can't wait to see what's coming up for you. I mean, we love the woke video already, so we can't wait to see what's in store for us. You've opened the doors for Namibian artists, especially hip-hop wise. What do you look forward to seeing grows from the Deadly Ground project, and where do you want to take it?
You know, Deadly Ground, it's actually a movement. You know, it's an ongoing project, even when we cannot perform anymore as artists. You know, the next generation should carry it over. You know, because the idea is to unite artists, work together, collaborate, and do music together, perform together, get in the studio together.
Follow them on social media at Deadly Ground Namibia to keep up with your faves and what's more to come. To wrap up the exclusive, here are Exile, CJP, Dice, Bethold, Vambusian, Jean Michael, Epandarizi, and Rain on Deadly Ground Volume 2.
World talk when you level up, dripping with a swag, call a janitor. Serve a cold dish, I'm a caterer. Yeah, I'm getting money, I'm holding paper like a stapler. Bible with a verse, it's like I'm preaching to a seminar. Artist of the month, I'm a model for the calendar. Shabin gets close, bring a different type of character. Bars never close this side, I'm a waiterer. Man, I'm getting better, do this for the stamina. stamina. It's a different level, it's a higher kind of caliber. Choking on the purple, man, I'm smoking better lavender. Never get invited, always rapping on a webinar. If ain't got that juice like a Riddler. Killing and that new, I'm a veteran. Working harder than your crew and your manager. Deadly Ground Volume 2, style of damage.
Love it like to war fallen soldiers. Up on the easy, I'm a true rain warrior. I stand a ground that they claim to be so deadly. Call me Red Grime, I'm off the walking dead. Sub-Zero Punisher, I bring hell to the gate. Almighty one, I'm in that Jacob Lao. Bringing light to the darkness, I'm the dark knight. You better hold on your endless, cause the storm is coming.
Insurance is the best safety net you can buy yourself. It is something good you do for yourself because should anything happen to any of your assets, you will be okay. Luckily, it also doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. More affordable, yet still reliable options are available in Namibia. The right insurer will get you financially prepared for accidents or emergencies with insurance for your phone, car, buildings, or your business. Let the Good Deal Namibia help you stretch your dollar by directing you to the one insurer that promises decreased premiums the longer you are insured. For a quote, simply SMS INSURE to 555 and we will call you back. Welcome back to the Tribe on One Africa TV. It seems like we might have a flashback edition for you for this show, but I'm about to bring you some great memories. If you see this guy, my guest, you might just freak out because CJP is in the building from the Kalaharians live and direct.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have this interview 2-3 years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that we can still
Finally,
do this.
Yeah, I'm ready to come up here, talk to you now.
Yeah.
And, reveal what I have to do.
It's been a minute. I think we should let's just quickly remind the audience who CJP is. You come from the house of a Goba butterfly, from the house of the Kalaharians, or from the Kalahari, son of the soil.
Yes.
And you were part of a 4-member team, Exile, Kelly, TC, and CJP.
Yes,
you brought us hits like the 21 Gun Salute track, I Give It Up. This is it. I'm just letting the babies know what's up. The little babies that one day.
Tell them.
Tell us about your journey, musical journey.
Wow.
How did CJP even end up being part of the Kalaharians?
Man, it all started out with Bolly actually.
Yeah.
You know, ever since high school, we came together. We used to go attend these talent shows of different, where we used to school differently.
Yeah.
And then we teamed up, seeing these talents that we had, we brought them together and started to make this group. But before it was called The Usual Suspects.
The Usual Suspects.
That's what Bolly named it before.
Yeah.
So when Yellow decided, we need to represent, you know, where we come from.
Yeah.
Because, and then he came up with the name Kalaharians, Yellow Solo, so that name stuck and it well went with us.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Name,
And with that, you carried that name through all your music, you carried that with all your passion, and you actually cemented and created footprint in the history of Namibian music.
For sure.
We know that the Kalaharians are no more as a group.
Yeah.
And everybody's gone done their own thing. You know, TC's doing his thing, Kelly's doing CJP. You were in Kenya last.
I was in Kenya, yeah. Actually went to go finish my solo project there. I went to Kenya to my counterparts, which is a Copa DJ in Kenya, based in Kenya. Copa Butterfly is based here, so together they are two powerhouses.
Yeah.
Copa Butterfly. So I went there, started working on my songs, my album actually, because I was to come out first as a Kalaharian member. And then I went on, recorded. I did shows, I collaborated with other artists from Tanzania, Uganda, and, you know, the most of East African artists, which was a good thing. And
you just fell in love with Kenya.
Yeah,
decided
man.
to stay. You fell in love with East
Kenya
Africa.
fell in love with me as
CJP,
well, you know,
man.
And basically, my kind of music my market is basically there.
Yeah.
Reggae dancehall is widely played there,
Yes.
just like house is played here, kwaito is played here. So my genre is actually selling well there for me. So I think I need to go back there and just do what I had to do.
We'll get there, but of course the universe sent you back home because there are things here.
Exactly, always home.
You had to feel, you've got to touch base with this new industry. You've got to touch base with these new artists, and that's what you've been doing.
Exactly.
Since your return from East Africa, have you been involved in any projects?
Yeah,
and what you've been working on?
I've been involved with new cats, actually new boys that are coming up.
Yeah.
They also specialize in reggae dancehall.
Yeah.
So it's why called YB Productions. So I'll be coming out with those boys.
Okay.
Very soon you'll be seeing us.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're basically still busy cooking and organizing, arranging our music so we can release it for time to come.
Most recently, the Land of the Brave is celebrating the collaboration Deadly Ground, and you also play a very important part in it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the idea behind it and how you ended up featuring on the project.
I love the idea since it's the first thing that brought all of us back together from the dust, so to speak.
Resurrection.
Yeah, and I felt honored to be on the project because I haven't done songs with most of these cats on the project also.
Yeah.
Way back in the days. We used to have shows together, but not records.
Collaborate together, yeah.
So it was an honor actually to be on the movement. Why I like it also is because it's a movement and there's a vision behind it.
Yeah.
So I felt it's important for me to be there and also bring my efforts, contribute, and my expertise and so forth, especially with the younger ones that are there on the platform right now. Conducting workshops and telling them about their rights and all those things as an artist, so which is important, Yeah.
You've had the time to be part of laying the foundation for this music industry, and you've also had the opportunity to watch it grow and flourish and also hand it over to the new generation. What are some of the things that you can remember you didn't have as an artist back then and those that they have now as artists now? What are some of the things when you look back and say, things have really changed?
Well, one of the things was sponsorship. I think, sponsorship we didn't have sponsorship back then.
It was like you had to grow your own money.
Yeah, and we kind of had to organize our own shows as well. It wasn't like invitations most of the time, apart from, national days like festivals and whatnot that we have on our calendars. But yeah, it was a struggle, man. It was not easy as it is right now, as booming as it is right now, because we had to perform for Coke and a Bretchen back in the days.
Yes.
And artists getting paid now, these sums of money, it's worth it, so that's actually how the industry should be.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming back to us.
Much love.
Yeah, the universe will call you back. Jason is to come. Jason is to come. That's CJP from the Kalaharians. He's on social media. So if you want to check him out, even go onto Deadly Grounds, you'll find him there. But for now, I'm sure you were just hoping, saying, Miskin She Asap Leaf Spill from his Kalaharians. Here it is on The Tribe.
From Cape to Cairo, Accra to Antananarivo, there are millions of people just like you trying to make a living to make money. And there's no magic way to get rich quick, unless you're Aliko Dangote. You're not Aliko Dangote, are you? No? Well, perhaps we can help you get a little further along the way. With BBC reporters all over Africa, we find the stories, the successes, and the startups that will help you make the most of your money. This is Smart Money.
You have missed anything whatsoever, follow us on social media at The Tribe Namibia to catch up, or simply head on over to 99 FM Friday nights at 7 p.m. and catch The Tribe on radio. But from all of us here at Tribe Fire Studios and One Africa TV, stay home and stay safe. Thank you for joining us. Until next week, same time, same place, and grace.
Love to hear from you. Send us your views, comments, and videos with your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081 200 6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
Today on One Always There.